What's up? It's your boy Television, and we back for another one. It's late night over here. And Josh Taylor, he just became a unified champion. And, I think Progress might have pulled that one out, but that's not the subject of this video. In a previous video, I said that what Eddie Hearn should have done was, when it came to Hooker, he shouldn't have set up that Ramirez fight. I thought that what he should have done was have Hooker just fight someone else, whoever that might be, a mandatory, whatever it is. Get a victory from that bout, and then after that, set up a unification with the win of this fight. If it was Progress, they would have something to, a stick to be able to dangle in front of him, as far as him staying with the zone, and if it was Taylor would be a unified champion who now gets to fight for a third belt, and it would be against another matchroom fighter. It'd be Hooker and Taylor, you know what I'm saying? Because Hooker's also signed to the zone, signed to matchroom. So that's another huge fight, especially after this fight tonight. That would have been another huge fight that Taylor would have been able to have in the UK and against Hooker. That would have been a big fight. That would have been a real big fight. That might actually have even been a fight that they could have held in New York, where UK fans would fly down to see that fight. But that's not what they did. What he did was he ended up, giving Ramirez all that money for a unification bout against Hooker, and then Hooker lost his belt. And Hooker ends up losing his belt. He should have waited on that. Ramirez had one fight left with Top Rank. So let's say he just has that fight and he does that fight, he might have been a free agent where the zone could really push as far as getting him a deal, or Matchroom could have pushed as far as maybe getting him outright. And then you being able to do, let's say if Josh Taylor was able to beat Hooker, now you're able to do an undisputed fight again in the UK, able to have it on the zone in a monstrous fight for Taylor in the UK. He could have did something of that nature, because I believe that he's good enough where he would have beat Hooker. I believe Taylor would have been good enough to beat Hooker. So he could have had 3 belts underneath his waist. Then now you see if he's still tied to Top Rank, maybe then see about, offering him that $5+ million for a undisputed bout, with 3 belts that should you're able to bring to the table. But now he's a unified champion. The leverage that he had over Top Rank is gone. Ramirez, the only reason that fight was done was because Ramirez had only 1 fight left. And because he only had 1 fight left, it's like, yo, I need that unification. I want to do that big fight. You can hook me, give me that, I'll sign the extension. So they got him that fight, big money fight. I know Top Rank got $5 million. I don't know, 4 or 5 million. I don't know how much Ramirez himself actually got, because you know how grimy Top Rank is. They're grimy with theirs. They taking all the money. So who knows what he ended up. Hopefully got at least $1 million. And how they get down. But yeah, he had 1 fight left. They did the unification. He's extended, they extended his contract. So now he's tied up to Top Rank for God knows how long. Now that he's tied up, why is Top Rank exactly going to let him, what's their motivation to do a fight with Taylor right now? What's their motivation? They're like, we got a unified champion. Let's have him ride off a little bit, and then maybe have him move up and have a fight with Terrence Crawford. And we'll keep all the money in-house. We'll keep all the money. All the money. Is the zone going to offer something crazy like $10 million so they can do that undisputed bout on the zone? Because now that's what the situation is. They got to offer probably a substantial, asinine amount of money in order to get that done. That's what they're going to have to do. Will they do that? I guess time will see. Unfortunately, the zone's not really about spending a psychotic amount of money anymore. They're not really necessarily about that, because that fight doesn't move any numbers in the United States. It might do something in the UK, but that fight, especially it being on the zone and it being in the UK, is not going to really do anything as far as for numbers in the United States. So, and the zone already said they're tightening up those purse strings. They're not just, they're They're not doing, you know, what the Atlanta boys be doing in the club, in the strip clubs when they got bread. Them hot boys, they're not doing that with that anymore. They're not just throwing money necessarily out the window like that. They're trying to do things, I guess they're trying to do it in an intelligent way, where they're trying to be, I guess, semi in the green if possible. You know, so they're not going to just, you know, be throwing money out like that, according to Eddie Hearn and according to the Zone. So, big opportunity that was missed, I believe. Big, huge opportunity, man. Congratulations to Taylor, but you should be having another huge fight in the UK right now. In the next couple of months, pretty much already set between you and Hooker. And Eddie Hearn maneuvering in a bad way, you know, has taken that away from you. He might have not taken only away one, but two big bouts from you. The Hooker fight in the UK, and then an undisputed fight in the UK. Maybe he's able to pull off the UK undisputed bout. Maybe he is. Maybe. That definitely, you know, could be a possibility. Could be a possibility. But we shall see. And Taylor, he's looking a little sickly at 140 pounds. He's not going to be able to last at 140 pounds much longer. He's going to end up jumping up to 147, I believe, real soon. He's a big boy. Clearly a big dude. You know, that has to be really focused and disciplined in order to make that 140-pound weight limit. And I think he's probably going to be jumping up to 147. And that's a whole different animal, because he gets up to 147. I mean, what do you offer him? Khan? Brooks? What are you really going to be able to offer him? You know, but we shall see, man. Let's see if Eddie Hearn is somehow able to get this undisputed bout done for Taylor, so he can get that big, huge bash that he rightly deserves in the UK. But until then, I'm out.